In this video, we will going to discuss about the open loop control system. In this, a stepping motor is generally employed as the driving component to provide the machine slide motion. So what is this stepping motor? Now here, suppose if you see here, so this is a typical sketch of a machine slide. What we were talking about in the first video, we are talking about the lead screw or the power screw. So this is a screw which is in the form of a thread. The thread will be like your screw thread, whatever you have seen in a screw. The same type of thread, of course, it will be heavy duty. And to have a resemblance, I'm just giving an example of a screw. And here this will be in a metric system. Suppose we can say M8, M10, M12, M8. It is the size of the screw which is of metric size 8. In that fashion, it will going to having, it may be a huge one, it may be M24, M30. Of course, it depends upon the capacity. So in the manual operation, we will going to have an handle wherein if you rotate the handle, then this table will going to move. But here, since it is a CNC machine, we cannot operate by using the hand devices. So in such cases, we want to drive this table. If I want to drive this table, I need a motor to drive it. It is just like when you want to pump the water from the we need to have a motor where it will going to pumps from your tank. So similarly here we need a driving mechanism wherein it should be able to move the table. So that is possible by using a stepping motor. A motor is used. So here we use a stepping motor. So the program commands are converted into electric pulses or signals by the controller unit. These pulses are fed to the stepping motor. So when you come back to our so here this is the controller unit wherein we will be able to see. Suppose if I say M03, it is the spindle start. Then we say suppose we say G01, X100, Y50 and Z-5. Then feed rate 30, F30 and spindle is 1000 RPM. If I give it like this, then the moment when it sees X, Y and Z and G01. So G01 is the one which will going to be used for movement of the table in direction of linear motion. If I say X, then it will move in X direction. If you want to move it in Y, it will move in Y direction. Then if you wanted to move it in Z direction, you are going to have the Z axis. But how this axis will going to move? So the moment when it says that, so when it says G01, so automatically the tool has to move in a, so the machine will going to understand that it is to travel in a linear motion. If it has to travel in the linear motion, then X, Y, and suppose if I give Z also in the same value, then it has to move in all the three directions. So normally what we do, we want it to move normally in X and Y directions. The moment when it sees that, so that pulses, so that will be converted into electrical pulses. So that is what he says. So it is converted into electrical pulses or signals by the controller unit. So that means that program of instruction is converted in a program, in a controller, and then that electrical pulses is been given to the actuating device, which is the servo motor. This servo motors, what it does, these pulses are fed to the stepping motor. So once it receives that, then the stepping motor is an electromechanical device driven by an electric pulse train to produce a sequence of angular movements corresponding to the number of pulses. Since there is no feedback from the slide motion position, the system's accuracy is solely a function motor's ability to step through the exact number of steps provided as its input. So as there is no feedback device, suppose if I say X is equal to 100, Y is equal to 50, then the table may move only in X and Y directions by that much amount. Whether it has been be able to have exactly whether it has moved to that particular position or not, we will not be able to know. It is just we are giving the value. So the accuracy of this movement is solely depends upon the capacity of the stepping motor. It does not contain feedback information and is a good choice for an inexpensive motion control system in which accuracy and reliability are not important. So what does it mean? Open loop system. That means if I want to see the temperature of the human body, it is an open loop system wherein we will be able to record the temperature, but there will not be having any feedback. So that means we need to correct it. It is not possible in an open loop control system. Since we don't have any feedback information, so it will be a good choice for the inexpensive motion control system. That means the cost will going to be reduced because we don't have a feedback devices. So in which the accuracy and reliability is not that much important. That means accuracy and reliability both are different. Accuracy means the component at which we will be able to get into the dimension. What is reliability? The reliability, and that means how far it is reliable, how far I will be able to get to the exact position a number of times. That is what is called the reliability. So if these two are not important, then we can go for this type of device which is called open loop control system. So now in the next case we will go for the closed loop control system. It is equipped with feedback control system. So we can see here we can have a feedback control system. In this system, the slide's actual position is measured by the encoder. So that means whatever we have here, the controller and then servo motor, here table. So if you take the this thing here, controller, stepping motor and the table, we don't have any other thing. But here we have digital analog converter, and when we have a DC servo motor. So here in this system, the slide's actual position is measured by encoder. That means when the instruction is given, x is equal to 100, y is equal to 50.00. So whether it has been moved to that particular position or not, it has to be recorded. So that recording will going to be takes place by the encoder. So the encoder will going to measure the exact value. Suppose if it is x is equal to 100.000, the encoder may say 99.995 or 100.0005. Then and compared with the desired position, so this will go for the desired position, x is equal to 100, y is equal to 50.00. This feedback comparison provides the ability to correct any position and velocity errors. So this feedback, what it does is the control, and it will going to again it will going to fed into the controller or comparator, wherein that error will going to be rectified in digital analog converter, and then it comes to the DC servo motor, and then it proceeds with the value. Then the closed loop system generally uses DC servo motor in the drive system. A digital to analog converter is necessary between the comparator and the DC motor, wherein this error will going to be rectified in this, and then it fed to the DC servo motor, and this internal DC servo motor will going to drive this lead screw so that the table will going to move in the desired position. So this is how the closed loop control system in a CNC controller will in a CNC machine will going to work, and this will be bit more expensive than the open loop control system. That is basically because we have a feedback. The very good example for a feedback is a geyser, what we have in our household utensil, wherein we have the actual temperature has been set. So once it is set for that actual temperature, then what happens, once it comes to that particular value, reaches to that particular value, automatically it will cut off the circuit. and as the temperature in the geyser will go into water temperature in the geyser is reduced, immediately it will automatically switches on, and then again the water will going to be heated up, and then till to reach to that particular value, this process of cycles will going to be repeated continuously. This is what it does in a closed loop system, and the same thing is done by using in a CNC machine. Also in the CNC machine, that is the advantage of using the CNC machine. The advantage is you will be able to get to a very good accuracy, and the repeatability will be good. So that is the reason why we go for the CNC machines in the modern manufacturing system, and wherein we will be able to get to a very complicated, any type of complicated jobs can be machined by using this type of CNC system, wherein we have the closed loop control system. Then in the next video, we will going to discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of CNC machine. Thank you.